Are you tired of feeling constrained and walking on a tightrope when it comes to dating? Do you find yourself constantly trying to please others, even if it means betraying your own desires? If so, you might be caught in the toxic trap of the nice girl mentality, and it could be sabotaging your chances of finding a fulfilling and authentic love life. In this video, we'll uncover 5 toxic, nice girl habits that might be hindering your success in relationships. Get ready to set yourself free, embrace your true self, and attract genuine connections that are built on authenticity and mutual understanding. The first nice girl habit that you need to break free from is seeking their approval above all else. It's a common trap that many of us fail into when we go on a date. We become so preoccupied with making the other person like us that we forget to assess whether we actually like them. Of course, it's natural to want to bring our best selves to a date, to look our best and have a great time. But be cautious of going overboard and watering down your authentic responses just to please them. Are you hiding parts of yourself that you genuinely like because you fear it might create a disconnect with them? That's watering down your true self, and it's not sustainable in the long run. The real goal of dating is to assess whether there's chemistry and compatibility between you and your potential partner. It's a two-way street where both parties should be equally assessing each other to figure out if it's a good fit. When you get caught up in the game of trying to get them to like you first, you risk neglecting your own feelings and needs. Instead, focus on being your true authentic self and don't be afraid to express yourself if needed. Be open about your interests, passion, and opinions, even if they differ from the other person's. The right partner for you will appreciate and embrace your true self, and that's the person you want to attract. Second, making excuses for them. This habit can be incredibly detrimental to your love life, and many people have fallen into this trap. You might find yourself dating someone who has some amazing qualities, but there's a significant red flag. They're already in another relationship, whether married or committed to someone else. As a nice girl, you may try to rationalize their behavior, hoping that if you give them enough time and attention, they'll eventually fall in love with you and change their ways. You might think that if you can just get them over the hump, they'll start investing more in the relationship and meet your expectations. But here's the truth. You should never date potential. You should date reality. Making excuses for someone's unavailability or lack of commitment is not healthy, and it won't lead to a fulfilling relationship. Instead, focus on creating a clear vision of the kind of partner you truly want in your life. Acknowledge the qualities you admire in the person you're dating, but recognize the gap between what you want and what they can offer. Your vision and where you place your attention will determine the kind of partner you attract. If you keep waiting around and making excuses, you're only wasting your precious time. Be honest with yourself about what you truly want and deserve. Someone who is available, committed, honest, and deeply interested in you. Number 3. Constantly prioritizing their needs over your own. It's natural to put other people's needs first and be giving in a relationship, but it should be a two-way street. Both partners should invest in each other, taking turns to be there for each other and supporting one another when needed. In a healthy relationship, there will be days when you're feeling depleted and they'll be the one pouring into you and vice versa. It's about balance and reciprocity. However, if you find yourself consistently prioritizing their needs, wants, and desires over your own, it's time to pause and reassess. Putting their priorities first may seem like a form of love, but in reality, it's a form of self-neglect. By neglecting your own needs and desires, you're not honoring yourself, and you're not holding your worth equal to theirs. This kind of dynamic creates an unhealthy pattern where you may undervalue yourself in comparison. In a true partnership, both individuals should be equally valued and respected. It's crucial to recognize that you are just as important as they are in the relationship. Your needs and wants matter, and they should be given the same consideration. Take notice of your patterns and assess if you're constantly prioritizing them without receiving the same in return. Breaking this habit can transform the dynamic of your relationship and lead to a more balanced and fulfilling partnership. The fourth habit to address is taking full ownership of the conflict and not holding the other person accountable for their part. It may feel like the right thing to do to smooth things over quickly and keep the peace, but in the long run, it can lead to a major cost in the relationship. When conflicts arise, individuals often tend to be the first one to apologize and take responsibility for their actions. This is commendable as it shows good communication skills and a willingness to acknowledge one's mistake. However, the issue arises when the other person doesn't reciprocate this level of accountability. In such situations, the focus should not only be on resolving the conflict, but also on fostering a dynamic that works for both individuals. It's essential to encourage your partner to own their part in the disagreement as well. A healthy relationship requires mutual accountability, and both parties must be willing to acknowledge their contributions to the conflict. When your partner responds to your apology without taking responsibility for their actions, it's an opportunity to address the imbalance. Instead of letting it slide, consider saying, "What I would love is for both of us to reflect on our roles in this. Can we discuss what happened from both perspectives?" This gentle call to action can help bring attention to the need for accountability on both sides. A partnership built on deep, authentic connection requires the willingness of both individuals to own their mistakes and seek reconciliation. Conflict is natural in any relationship, but it's how you navigate through it together that determines the strength of your bond. The fifth and final habit is not revealing unhappiness because of the desire to maintain an easygoing facade. Many individuals fall into this trap of trying to appear agreeable and understanding in a new relationship, even when they feel disappointed or frustrated. In one example, there's this person who met someone at the dog park and started dating them. They planned to go for a hike with their dogs, but the person had to cancel due to a work project. The response was, "No big deal." Then, when they planned to spend time together again, the other person had to cut it short because of another commitment, and they were again totally cool with it. This pattern continued, and they never voiced their true feelings about being disappointed or frustrated with the constant rescheduling. They wanted to maintain an easygoing, understanding image similar to the cool girl stereotype. Instead of bottling up their feelings, a much healthier approach would have been to be honest in the moment. When the other person had to reschedule, they could have acknowledged their reasons and also expressed their feelings. They could have said something like, "I understand that you have to coach your daughter's soccer game, but I must admit I feel disappointed. I had blocked out my entire day for us and told other friends I couldn't hang out. I hope we can plan something fun in the future and have a great time at the game." Being understanding and considerate of the other person's commitments while expressing their emotions allow them to be authentic and true to themselves. This way, they don't suppress their feelings and avoid potential conflicts that might arise later. It's about transitioning from maintaining a facade to being a person who values open communication and being genuine in a relationship. If you enjoyed this video and found the advice helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more essential relationship tips. Share this video with your friends who might benefit from breaking free from the nice girl habits and revitalizing their love lives. Leave a comment below sharing your thoughts and experiences. Have you ever noticed yourself falling into these toxic habits? How did you overcome them? Would love to hear from you. Thank you for watching, and remember, you deserve to be in a loving and fulfilling relationship where you can be your authentic self. Keep breaking free and thriving in love. Until next time, take care and love wisely.